If you're a local service-based business, I want to walk you through the full strategy that you can implement right now after this video to get leads for your business on social media. So first things first, when you're implementing a content strategy for your business, you want to keep this funnel in mind. I'm going to break it down step by step. So there's top of funnel, which is tofu. There's middle of funnel, which is mofu. And there's bottom of funnel, which is bofu. So I'm going to start with the middle of funnel because this is where most business owners are right now currently with their content strategy. And I'm going to break it down step by step. So let's break down the middle funnel a little bit. So the middle funnel content is basically content that is educational and also content that is value driven. So this is like the type of content that most business owners make right now. So this is your how-to, the 3 tips to do that. Now, this is where a lot of business owners, like local service-based business owners, go wrong. They make this type of content, and that's great to make it, but they rely heavily on the algorithm to do the heavy lifting. Now, the thing about the algorithm is that it takes a few months to train the algorithm to show it to the right target audience. So you're essentially posting all this content, and you're waiting until the right target audience sees your content, or you're waiting for one of your content to get a lot of reach and for the right people to come follow you. So you're doing a lot of waiting around. And that's why a lot of people, they post for 3 weeks and then they just quit because it doesn't work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because they don't have a top of funnel strategy implemented. So I'm going to break that down a little bit. What does that look like? The best top of funnel strategy you can implement right now in your business is by running local ads. Now, in these local ads, you're not going to ask for much. You're just going to ask for a follow. So this keeps your cost per click really, really super low, and it's very cheap. So you can get followers for $2-3 per follower, which is really good. Anything under $5, I would say, is okay and pretty good. $2-3 is ideal. That's kind of what you want to hit per follower. Now, another thing about these local ads is that it's very hyper targeted. So for example, for me, I'm running a local ad right now for $25 a day, every day, and I'm getting followers daily. But for me, I'm targeting small business owners. So anybody who's seeing my ad is a small business owner. Now for you, if you're an auto detailing company, you want to target interests like auto detailing. So anybody who's interested in cars or auto detailing cleaning services is seeing your ad. So this is what makes the top of funnel strategy very effective, because you're doing hyper targeting in your local area as well. So I'm running this ad to 10 to 15 mile radius of where I'm operating out of. That way only local people are seeing it, and that's why it absolutely crushes. So once you start running your local ad and you start getting followers to your page every single day, and these followers will see all your educational content, and that's when the magic actually happens. And that's when your educational content and your middle of the funnel content actually starts working. Now, this 2-step funnel is very important to implement for a few months in your local service-based business. So you're going to run a local ad that's going to be asking just for a follow, and then what you're going to do is you're going to keep posting educational content, talking about who you are and what you do 2 to 3 times a week. And that's very, very important. And it's doing one thing. It's taking all the targeted people that you got from your follow me ad, is nurturing them to work with you. And that's why it works like a charm. Now, after doing this for 3 to 4 months, you want to implement a bottom of the funnel strategy. And the best bottom of the funnel strategy that I found by working with a lot of service-based businesses is by running a retargeting ad. Now, these are the ads where you can add a call to action at the end of, message me for a quote or something like that, or book now for an appointment, something like that. That's where you add that at the end. Now, here's a misconception. A lot of service-based businesses, they run a retargeting ad as their first ad, and they're running it to a cold audience. So a lot of businesses that I come in and help them run ads, they're already running ads with message me, and their cost per lead is $50. So you have to pay $50 per every lead, which is way too much. And I've seen some businesses up to $60, and it's insanely crazy. Now, if you're a business who's not selling a $10,000 product, that's too expensive. You're not gonna make any money off for your ad. So what you wanna do is you actually wanna run a retargeting ad to a warm audience. And that's why this strategy works like a charm, because you're already warming up that audience that follow you from your follow me ad. And then you're gonna run a retargeting ad to that audience. So now this retargeting ad converts like crazy because it's to a warm audience. People who've already seen your follow me ad and also seeing your educational content in the middle of the funnel. So if you're consistently posting 2 to 3 times a week, like organic posts, and you're running a follow me ad for like a few months, and you're posting Instagram stories every single day documenting the journey, and then you launch a retargeting ad, your retargeting ad will crush. You will get messages in your DMs. And this is the exact strategy I use for my own business as well. So this strategy works great if you're trying to build a personal brand in your local area. Because keep in mind, as a local service-based business, if you go out and focus only on organic content, trying to make viral content and hoping people see your page, you're going in blind because you don't know who's going to see your page. There might be people across the country or people like across the world that might see your page. You never know because the algorithm is like a robot. You can't really predict what it's going to do unless you find a way to train it, kind of like AI. So that's why if you just get rid of that mindset of wanting to go viral, but and then you implement the mindset of I want to reach only local people, only people in my area that know about me. Imagine you get 300 people visiting your page over a week's time of local people who are super hyper targeted to your local audience. So that's why implementing the strategy is super important in your local services business. And if you guys want more detail about this, I'm happy to talk with you. You can DM me on Instagram. I'll leave it in the description down below. But I hope this video gave you some value, and I hope you can go out there and implement this right now.